All right.
So do we have any questions about, well, it always says, you know, see if you have any questions about part two.
Um,
Yeah, all of it.
Two of the assignment.
kind of. Yeah. I think it was understandable, but it's still not quite all there. But I'll see how I do this because I understand the concepts and some of the formula, but I don't know if I actually quite grasp everything. I just don't know. That
Yeah, it
was
was interesting. In some ways, it's starting back at the beginning, but it was helping us see what we learned at the beginning and how it applies to actual
yeah.
experiments.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should we just dive into the quiz and go from there?
Yeah, that the number 3.
Let's see.
Number 3. Yeah, it's number 3. Okay. So, which hypothesis involve equality? That one is a easy one. The null hypothesis. The null hypothesis.
Sorry, I'm still opening my quiz, son.
All right.
Okay. Okay, Evelyn. So, like you said, okay, the null hypothesis. Yep. Okay.
And the second one, well, the fourth one. Remember, I'll say the p-value of the probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the that actually observed. So say remember that the p-value is a probability thing. Well, say the same thing. When computing the p-value, which hypothesis do you assume to be true? Null hypothesis or alternative hypothesis? I think it's a no again, but because the alternative
Yeah.
is the other probability. Um, so null hypothesis, you think?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's null.
All right.
So for the next one, suppose the null hypothesis is the mean is 10. For the next 3 questions. So question 5, which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a two-tailed test?
Is it not equals?
I put
Right.
the third one.
Yeah. That it.
Yeah, the third one. Not equal.
Yeah, that's exactly the alternative.
Okay, left-tailed.
That would be
Less than.
less than.
Right-tailed. Greater than.
Greater than. Okay. Remember that we determine the outcome of a hypothesis test by comparing the p-value to the level of significance, or alpha. For the next 2 questions, which relationship would result in failing to, oh, I love double negatives, failing to reject the null hypothesis? Okay, failing to reject. So not rejecting the null hypothesis means the p-value is greater than alpha.
Yeah, greater than. Greater than. greater than Z. They just want to compute.
That's fine.
Which
for
relation?
Opposite. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, which relationship will result in rejecting the null hypothesis? So
Opposite. Value
yeah,
is
that would be the less than alpha, and I don't know why they put Z again.
An insurance. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Says an insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. When originally setting the rates, they believed that the average claim amount was $1,500. They are concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. Use this information to answer the next two questions. What is the alternative hypothesis?
Greater.
Yeah, the average claim amount is greater than 1,500.
Then the null would be that it is equal to.
Right.
An insurance company randomly selects 40 claims and calculates a sample mean of 1,650. The insurance company assumes the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good assumption? Well, it is greater than 30.
Yeah. So sample size is large. So,
Hey, this goes back to our favorite sections. It was large numbers, right?
no,
What?
no. The sample size with the distribution is central limit.
Yes. Law of large numbers, the standard deviation, central limit is mean.
Is the distribution is the way I think of it. The normal distribution.
Which of the following is the test statistic as defined in this lesson?
This one I know is the Z-score is the test statistic. Sorry about that.
There you go. That's the C.
Yes.
A loud baby. You got nothing to worry about with a phone call.
Oh, stop. Love it. When my computer's open, it rings too. So whatever. Okay, so the information, the historical mean of sales receipts at a grocery store is $150 with a standard deviation of $40. The store manager suspects the average has decreased. She sets up a hypothesis test with the hypotheses, the null equal to 150 and the alternative less than 150. She will use a level of significance of alpha equals 0.05. She then takes a simple random sample of 36 sales receipts from her store.
Buddy, you're okay.
Mean is 44. So what's the Z-score associated with this test?
144.
Over.
So you do
Minus
150 minus 144.
So 144 minus 150. So the historical mean is 150. So our sample mean is 144. So 144 minus 150 over the standard deviation of 40 divided by the square root of the sample size, which is 36.
0.9.
Oh, okay.
Minus 0.9.
How many decimal places did it say to do? 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, 0. What did you say, Evelyn?
0.9.
Yeah. Negative 0.9, right?
Yeah, yeah, sorry. Negative 0.9.
Wait, that was p-value?
Z-score.
No, that's Z-score. The p-value will be 0.184. Well, the p-value associated with that Z-score.
84. Okay, wait, oh, man. Oh, I see. So you did.
Yeah, you just need
What
to
did
use
you
the
do?
formula for the Z-score, the one that we used before.
For which one, Juan? The Z-score or the p-value?
Or the p-value?
The p-value, you just plug it into the applet. The p-value is the percentage.
So negative 0.9.
Which is 18%, which is
Greater?
Less than. The alternative hypothesis is less than.
8 or 1?
Mm-hmm. Rounding to 3.
Yay, we're almost through.
So with that p-value of 0.184, the
Phil.
the level of significance was 0.05. So yeah, fail to reject.
Mm-hmm.
So the conclusion.
Where was the chart for? Okay, never mind. Found it. So we have
insufficient evidence because.
Well, but this is relating back to the original mean.
So we have sufficient evidence.
Sufficient evidence that the true population mean is 150 because we're not rejecting the null hypothesis.
What are the two types of? Sorry, that is confusing.
I think.
But we just keep the what thing we're talking about in order.
So which one are you on? 19, Juan?
Yeah, I'm on 19.
Okay. Go ahead and read it.
There are two types of errors that can be made when performing a hypothesis test. Which type involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true?
So that's a type 1.
I will say the when it's true is the first one, the type 1.
Yeah, there's this nice little chart.
Yeah. That's funny, Evelyn, because I do it the opposite. Like, oh, when you reject it, then it's type 1. Different ways of remembering. That's funny.
Oh, okay.
We just remember it in opposite ways, but we both get the right answer. So.
Okay. Yeah, my mind is twisted. Sorry.
No, I don't think so. I'm the one talking, sticking to the.
I'm foreign, so I have a good excuse.
Then I don't have an excuse. Okay, so question 20 is a researcher decided that instead of using a level of significance of alpha equals 0.05, he will use alpha equals 0.01. Which of the following will be true?
Okay, let's see. The probability type 1 error will increase. The probability type 2 error will increase. The probability type 2 error will increase.
Because more often the null hypothesis will not be rejected. Right.
Yeah, that. Okay, yay, we are almost done. Okay, compute the probability, the type error, 0.05.
There's something about this.
I'll read the question because I skipped reading the question. Sorry. If alpha equals 0.05, compute the probability committing a type 1 error. So going back to the other question, so run in 2 decimals. This one is run in 2 decimals. So
remind me of this.
So the probability of committing a type error 1 will be the same because you get the so you get the well, in the video they explain it very well. I am not very good at explaining, but they say that it's the same. It's because of the error is alpha is 0.05. So the type 1 will be 0%. Committing type error 1 will be 0.05. But that's what I understood from the video that I watched, which I watched very sleepy, so may not be right. Sorry. I kind of understand it, but sometimes I don't know how to explain it. Sorry, that's one of my...
No, that's fine. I just wasn't sure if there was a formula or something.
No, he just explained it that it was the same.
Oh, okay. Right. So I found it in the book. We choose alpha to be some small number, so the probability of committing a type 1 error is low. The most common value is 0.05. This is equal to 1/20th. So when the null hypothesis is true, there's a 1 in 20 chance that it will be rejected at the 0.05 level of significance. Okay. So that's just
perfect.
type 1 error.
All right, that's the last question.
Okay. You submit.
All right. I got a screaming baby.
Yeah, he doesn't like to submit tests.
We got question 18.
Okay, we got one wrong.
Question 18.
Yeah, that's it.
It was the one that I was saying.
So what were you saying? Because I think I got it. Evelyn, so what were you saying?
We have insufficient evidence that the true problem population mean is less than 150.
Yeah, you're right. Our conclusion has to be related to the alternative hypothesis.
So the truth is, some of the lessons that I listened while sleeping. Looks like when you're sleeping, understand better. I mean, seriously, because I'm...
Well, see, I get confused because you're supposed to do the experiment based on the null hypothesis, but then the conclusion, I guess, is supposed to be based on the alternative hypothesis.
Yeah.
So
that's what he explained at the last... he was going... Well, not in the one that is the practice test, the one that... he explained that in the video for the lesson video. The one that is that guy that explained all of the things very fast. Just the concept, and you get lost in half of the video. Most of the time, you have to watch it like 5 times. So
yeah, I didn't watch that one this time.
Yeah, he explained that at the end.
Okay.
Very end, but I don't know. Sometimes I understand it, and most of the time I don't understand that guy. I go to Google. I mean, I go to YouTube and watch another videos to understand those.
I've had to do that a little bit too.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, see you all next week.
You can resubmit it. That's fine.
Yeah. Should we just resubmit it on our own?
Yeah. And then I already did this 100%.
All right. If you guys want to, I mean, we could.
Okay. So Megan, you're gonna post the links then.
Sure.
Thank you so much. And do you know how to do it? It's just put the name of all of us and post the link, and that's it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Have a great week.
Yeah, have a
And
good.
hope you have a great success with the exam. That is.
Yeah, good luck.
Tomorrow. Bye.